Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the Hive podcast. Obviously, as you guys know, Lazarus is over now. Very sad, but
Yeah.
we're on to bigger and better things now. So, to my left, I've got Spooks.
Oh, hello, everybody, again.
And to my right, I've got Rushy.
Hello.
And, boys, let's just say, wow, what a series. Lazarus is officially over. Spooks, how you feeling, man?
Do you know what? It's one of those ones I don't even want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it because let me just put it out there. If you've been following with us through all the series, which I hope that you lot have, is that this is my first ever ROM hack that I've ever done. And it's one of those ones where it's a nostalgic thing for me. It's one of the ones where when my kids grow up, I'm going to tell them that you need to download an emulator and you need to start playing Lazarus. Do you know what I mean? Start getting on Lazarus. Forget all the other mainstream games. It's Lazarus. You need to get on Lazarus. But yeah, that's me. Rushy,
Yeah.
please tell me that you're crying over there.
I am. That's why I've been silent so far because I'm crying in the corner. But no, Lazarus was great fun. It was we had some great fun with it. But as you said, Ace, we're moving on to better things, and we've got something big today. So let's go for it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all wondering by the little question mark on the screen and on the thumbnail, who is here? But I'd like to introduce you all today to Missing No VGC.
Here we go.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh man, just thrilled to have you on, man. Like I can't believe it. Like you know, the way you found the podcast and things, and now obviously you're on featuring an episode. Wow, it's an absolute honor to have you on, bro.
Yeah,
I'm super excited to be here.
Sweet. So we have got some questions prepared for you today. So this is going to be like a bit of an interview style podcast. We've got a few more actually in the pipeline, which Missing No will probably vouch for later because there's a few different projects that he's put me onto. So Rushy, do you want to kick us into the questions, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, thank you again for joining us. I'll start with the first question. So we've all shared our experience with Pokemon, but how did you first get into Pokemon?
So my introduction was I had a friend named Andrew who came over one day with a copy of Pokemon Blue and was like, if you can beat this trainer, I will give you this game. What I didn't know is he completely replaced the team, put a level 2 Pidgey on it, and put me in a fight right in front of Fuchsia City, and I lost.
Sound like Andrew set you up, man.
Oh, absolutely. But Christmas of 1999 was when my dad got me the special edition Pikachu with the Game Boy, and my life has been nothing but Pokemon pretty much nonstop after that.
Brilliant.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure in that game that was Pikachu could use Surf, right?
There was a way to get it through the N64, but it was very difficult.
Yeah, nice.
So awesome. So following on from that, obviously Pokemon's been a big part of your life for a long time. So you've probably seen lots of new Pokemon coming out here and there. But do you have a favorite among all of the Pokemon that we've got to this date?
Well, I would say Missing No if I could, but it's not a legit Pokemon. So I'll have to go with Gengar.
Gengar! That's brilliant. Oh, wait, let me just quickly tell you a story about Gengar. We've got this mate in this group chat, and he is literally like fully obsessed with Gengar. Like he had custom Gengar boxes at one point, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out Matt for that one. Shout out Matt for his Gengar love.
No, I get that.
It's literally Matt just ordered his Gengar mouse, his Gengar was it Keyboard Boys as well?
Yeah.
And he was talking literally, it was mad how you say that because he was literally talking of that literally last night or the night before, how his favorite Pokemon is Gengar. So yeah, it's crazy that you said that, man. Crazy.
My girlfriend, when we started dating, she threw me like a whole Gengar-themed birthday party at one point. Everything was Gengar. All my presents were Gengar. There was like a crystal Gengar inside of a Pokeball and all kinds of stuff. So I get it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Obviously,
That's
we've got
awesome.
I don't know how sort of much you know about the TCG, but obviously Ascended Heroes, the ETB's come out this Friday, and I'm hoping to get the Gengar from that because I like Gengar too. So yeah, that's a good one. So my final question here, obviously, um, we've been sort of introduced to you through playing Pokemon Lazarus, which obviously the creator of the game Nemo, you're heavily involved with them. So sort of what is your level of involvement in the in sort of Nemo's projects?
Well, the other day I got a message on Reddit asking if I was a lead dev because I posted the trailer and the Pokemon ROM hack subreddit.
Yeah.
I had to tell them no because I'm not. But I believe I described myself as a Discord mod, a beta tester. Um, I believe I label myself as a complaint compiler and overly enthusiastic ideas guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
definitely. That's awesome. You must get thousands of messages like a day of like little bugs and stuff like that, like coming towards you. I guess like even being like a moderator, and because we're obviously in that server as well, so we can see the sheer number of members in that server. So you must get tons and tons and tons of messages every day just to update you on the games and stuff like that. I guess it can be a lot, especially being a family man as well.
Oh, definitely. Especially when most of those answers or questions can be answered by just not using my boy like the game says on the front screen.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up because it literally says it. It literally says it. I saw some people complaining the other day on Reddit, and then the people in the comments were just going, "Well, you've literally stated that you're using my boy, but it says on the front screen like, do not use my boy." And the guys were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
didn't realize that," and I just don't know how they missed it.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I don't know if that's due to excitement of playing the game or it's just due to lack of just reading.
Probably the
Probably
latter,
both.
I reckon.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be kind here. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be like, I'm not saying that people can't read. I'm just saying that, maybe you need to just read it again. Just
yeah.
read that twice.
100%,
Yeah,
man.
read that twice. So
Brilliant.
yeah. But going into me, I have one question. And well, I had three questions, but this is my main question. Well, I don't know why you lot are laughing because you know
You
exactly
make
what.
me die, bro.
Yeah,
No, you
you
make
know.
me die, bro. No, it's just like I've got one question, and it's like I'm literally looking up my notes, and Spooks has got three questions.
I've got three questions,
What
but
are you on?
no. What I'm on about is that I've got this is the main question, isn't it? This is the main question. Why, at the end of the C-class trio battle, why did you choose that ridiculous team, bro? Please tell me, because I have been struggling. I struggled. I cried. I took breaks, and it took me a few days to try and get through that team. So please, can you tell me your team at the end and why did you choose that team? Please.
Uh, so I may have overestimated the power or underestimated the power of the team when I was drafting it. So that was my bad. But
Uh,
the most I played in VGC was back in 2016, which was the Weather Wars, when
mm,
every team had access to both Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, and access to a Mega. And that was my favorite time. So back then I used Kyogre. So I knew how good it was and I knew I had to use it. Granted, giving it a partner in Togekiss that could redirect everything, but also set up speed control was kind of dirty. And then,
Yeah,
having Serene Grace and Air Slash to flinch you as well, just so you can't touch Kyogre even more. It's always nice.
yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna be honest. I felt personally attacked with that team. I'm not gonna sit here and lie with the Togekiss with the follow me. And it was just that McQueen, it just had nothing. I was talking about, obviously, you must have heard my McQueen, my Skeledirge going through all the episodes. I was picking it up. I was having no of this nonsense with the spin wheel. And then it came to you, and it was just like, right, this is the biggest pain I've had in this game so far. And yeah, that was a good test of Pokemon knowledge and everything like that. But at the same time, it was a bit like, oh my god, bro. I was sitting there saying to the boys, I've got to restart.
Yeah,
I've got to do this again.
there was smashing and shouting. There was all sorts going on. Oh god.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they were smashing, shouting. I had to cuddle my child for a little bit longer.
yeah, no, Gengar.
Yeah, it was
I've just
one of
always
those
used
ones.
Gengar. So Gengar was
It was one of those
one of my
ones.
favorites to use. I was really mad when they nerfed it in Gen 7 when they got rid of Levitate. So that's
Yeah.
one of my reasons why I hate Gen 7 so much. It's a personal attack against me.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. God, man, you had to get that. Something had to nerf you as a dirty trainer in some way. So literally, I'll just say like, I was the first one that managed to do it, and obviously, Miss and No, you remember I did message you once I'd done it, and I had a Murkrow, my Murkrow. It was burnt, and it had a tiny little sliver. It was right in the red, and that was all I had left. Man, that took me so long to just try and, first of all, calm down, and second of all, just think, right, this is what's going on. But and that Incineroar as well that you had. Can you take us through that, because that was bulky as anything? What sort of setup was running on that?
Yeah, Incineroar was ridiculous.
Mm.
That
Let
Incineroar
me
was ridiculous.
let me go to my notes real quick because I sent it to Nemo, and I remember just looking at him like this is the stupidest thing I think I've ever looked at. Investment, I put 244 in HP, 4 in
Yeah.
attack, 188 in defense, 68 in special defense, and 4 into speed.
Right. Okay.
So it was just kind of everywhere.
Yep.
For the most part, everything else was 252, but
Yeah.
Incineroar is a very complicated Pokemon that has been plaguing the game since Sun and Moon, and it made no sense for me to not use it in a VGC style battle. So
Of course. Of course.
That was crazy. It was like versing you in the game was like versing Cynthia when I was 10. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're versing Cynthia for the first time, and your whole team's just lose the spirit tome because you don't know how it works. It's just like, oh. Right, but no, but honestly, it was fun to do that. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was one of those ones that is just like, right, this is a real test of your knowledge right here. You need to learn what these moves mean, and like even if they don't hit, that you need to really know what they mean. So yeah, honestly, even though I struggled, and I think most of us did, and
Yeah.
most people who are watching this, you will struggle. It's a great way to like tip off the game. Do you know what I mean? To like tee
Yeah.
off that game.
100%.
So yeah, nah, I'm glad that you ran through that team. And just a warning to everyone: make sure you have a stress ball in your hand when you do this team.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones. It's one of those ones, man. But my second question for you was that what was your favorite moment playing through Lazarus?
honestly, I don't have an exact like favorite moment. I don't think. But I will say that just having been part of it, seeing everyone else that I've like watched on YouTube over the years playing the game and just absolutely loving it, it's like a really neat experience to have. So I'm probably gonna go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. No, that's good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that we all had that experience where it was hard to put a thumb on things to say this is our favorite moment as well. Like, if I even look back at it now, there was no favorite moment for me because one, this is my first wrong hack. Two, it was a pleasure to play this game, and three, that it was one of those games where I did feel like I was a kid again, and I just couldn't wait to get back home to play it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one of those ones where like yeah, I think in that instance it was right, but it was nice to see the abundance of legendaries in that game as well. For me personally, you normally get like two, maybe three legendaries in a mainline game, but realistically you're getting what is it, six? And like little like like type null and stuff like that in the end of the game as well. So for me personally, Mr. No, obviously you've heard multiple times I'm a bit of a fake fan and I haven't played those played those higher games. So like Type Null for me, it was like finding those Pokemon there. It was really sweet to find. So I think that was. I think if I had to put my favorite moment as well, going off from what you said, there is no favorite moment, but the favorite moment for me was learning about the new Pokemon that I haven't played with. So yeah, I can definitely share that. And I think that my last question for you is that what was your favorite quest in Lazarus? Because there was multiple. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? There were so many where we couldn't even get through because obviously we've explained before that we were just trying to do like the time limit of the game and everything, trying to make it relevant to the watchers and listeners. So we skipped a few, but for you, what was your favorite quest in the game?
I'm definitely have to go with the zoo quest. Because I was recording all the guides before the game dropped, and I realized that I had to do that to show a particular thing. I don't know if you guys have seen what happens if you do the zoo to completion. But I had to sit down and just record that for multiple hours at a time. And Nemo didn't provide us with a list of anything that goes and where. I was like, what do we put in there? And they're just like, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
So having to actually think about what the Pokemon is like and how they would interact in the actual world and incorporate it into the zoo, I thought was really fun, and I spent multiple hours doing it, and I kind of tempted to go back and do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Because I done like a bit of the after game that I didn't record, and I should have recorded it. I was saying to the boys that I done a bit of the zoo quest where I started filling that up and everything, and I started seeing that if you actually go back to, if you want to call him the conservation guy, or if you want to call him the zoo guy, if you go back to him, you start getting like little bits and bobs, like different like awards from him for the certain amount or what you've put in and everything. And I was really like, oh yeah, this is definitely, you know what I mean? This is definitely that something that I should continue on with. And so yeah, I think the zoo quest is nice, but personally for me, I think it was the land quest as well. It kept it entertaining going through all of the routes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where you could just go through routes and routes and routes, and um, normally you just get to the other town and you think, oh, I've just gone through all of this. Like, is it worth it? But then you just meet that little uni student at the top, and it's like, look, if you look at all of the land Pokemon in this area, I'll give you this or I'll give you that, and blah 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 blah. But I think the quests were a nice touch in the game. But yeah, I can definitely understand what you're talking about, the zoo quests. 100%. And I need to complete that because it seems like you can get more rewards.
Yeah. Can you, missing no, what actually was what happens when you finish it? I presume it's like an encounter with the Pokemon that was said to protect that giraffe rig or something. I can't think of what it could be.
Yeah, you get Ogerpon by completing the zoo quest.
Ah,
Okay.
right. Okay.
I was
Yeah,
wondering. I
Right.
was
that makes
wondering.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Nice. Okay, so I'll kick us into my questions now, missing no. So my first question to you is obviously we've been speaking a lot recently, and I believe you've been rewatching the episodes of the podcast leading up to this interview that we're going here. So my first question is, what is your favorite moment from the Hive podcast so far?
The first one that really sticks to my mind was in episode 1, where Spooks was going on about how much they were trying to catch that Pansear, only to realize that they didn't need it and they just yeeted it out of existence.
Yeah.
Like, that one really got me.
Yeah.
That hurt me, man. That really hurt me. That cost me a lot of money. Let's just
That
say
was so
that.
funny, man. That was so funny.
So much money, man.
The sound of his voice when I told him he didn't need it, man, because obviously he probably said it in episode 1. We were on Discord and he's like, "Cuz, I've just spent this amount of time trying to do this. Was he for my HM slate?" And I'm like, "Bro, you don't need one, innit?" Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that was one of my favourite moments as well. I'll probably say my personal favourite moment was, this is going to sound really soppy, but just making a podcast with my friends, man. Do you know what I mean?
Well, sorry, just to add on that, me and I don't know if you agree with me, Rushy, but we thought it would be you cheating, Ace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, no, what do you think about cheaters? Does that run in your book?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. It's 2v2 now. Plus Spooks, you cheated anyway, so I don't know why you're even talking over there.
I'm on the fence.
Nah, you're well over on my side of the fence because you know that. Innit?
One cheater plenty, innit? One cheater plenty.
Oh God, okay, right. Let's get back on track here. So, missing note, obviously. There has been a few murmurs about Nemo's next project, which of course is going to be a Lola Sea Glass. So I presume similar to Emerald Sea Glass. Which shall I just announce it here? I might as well announce it here. Am I right?
Yeah.
So we are next. We are playing Pokemon Emerald Sea Glass. That's going to be our next game. Do you know what? We're going with it. We're going with it. So obviously another ROM hack by Nemo. And we are having a new member join us who you will be seeing in the not so distant future. But so in light of our new Emerald Sea Glass playthrough and obviously all of the hype around Nemo's just sort of community as a whole, is there anything you can tell us exclusive about Alola Sea Glass?
One question that I'm constantly seeing is, are we going to add new regional forms? And we definitely are. Nemo already has like a list of things that they want to incorporate. And I have been working on what I've been calling the post-game Bible for like the last 2 months now. Because I had pitched an end-game idea to Nemo, and they absolutely loved it. Because I know that one of the biggest complaints is the lack of post-game and Lazarus. And I want to ensure that there is just a huge post-game. And I got like a whole Google sheet going that's like, I think currently like 15 pages of just ideas and super detailed trainer stats and all kinds of stuff. So we got that going for us. So yeah.
Nice,
I can't wait.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm gassed, boy. I'm so gassed. I'm guessing that there's probably going to be a lot of these VGC style battles, obviously like yourself, in Lazarus. I was going to say, if you've got sheets of stuff written out, we're going to need we're gonna need to up our game if we're going to be taking on the post game of Alola.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to need a day off.
One of us needs to, isn't it? One of us needs to up our game.
We're going to need a day off. One of us we're all going to have to book annual leave.
Try.
We're all going to have to book holiday. Annual leave just to do Miss and Nose battle.
Yeah, that's something I've considered, is the fact that I'm currently the one going through making all these teams, and after struggling myself to beat myself in the game multiple times, I am going back and reevaluating a couple of things. So like,
that's really exciting though.
Yeah,
like megas aren't confirmed. I don't know if we're gonna do megas or not, but this entire post game I have set up in my head that megas are a thing, but we'll see what happens. But I had like drafted an idea for a new mega for a Pokemon, and its new ability would be when it mega evolves, just fully revive something as soon as it hits the battlefield. But then I also gave it access to Revival Blessing. I'm like, maybe giving someone a Pokemon that can revive 2 things and an Ursaluna with a Flame Orb is a bad idea for people. So,
yeah.
Damn, I'm looking forward to that, boy. Oh my god, I can't wait to play that. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, especially knowing that obviously you are having a big involvement in that with the post game. Yeah, that's crazy. But you guys heard it here first. Alola Sea Glass will include new regional forms and an extensive post game. So that's a couple of your questions answered, you viewers. And then, Mr. No, I've just got one final question for you. So, obviously, since me and you have been in contact, we've been speaking a lot about other projects, and an exclusive for the Hive podcast. We have got the creators of 2 different ROM hacks are going to be coming on for these similar interview style videos. So you guys will have to keep an eye out for those. So, Missing No, are there any other projects in the community that you are a part of?
Yes. So the first one I want to go over is Pokemon Peach and Lime. I am not super deep in the trenches with the development of the game. I'm just a moderator for the server, and I reached out to who is one of the lead devs, and right before the game dropped, I was like, "Hey, can I be a beta tester?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure, here you go," and just gave me the files. So I might be more involved further down the road. But that game has fantastic music. The demo released very recently, and I've heard nothing but great things about it from anybody online. It's a really good game. Highly recommend that. Also, speaking of music, before I continue, the person who made the music for Pokemon Lazarus, Tom, is currently looking for some work and has lowered their commission costs. And if you'd like to have some custom music made for any kind of project, you can reach Tom on the Discord at Tom Sanborn. Really great guy. He's done music for all different kinds of games. And I just want to make sure that I put that plug in there for Tom because I really love
Definitely.
Tom's work.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the music in
definitely.
Lazarus is great. We can vouch for that. So yeah,
Oh,
definitely reach out to Tom.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Definitely. Even though that we was playing on speed up, there's been a few times I've been like, hold on, let's slow this hush puppy down real quick and let's just lock in. Got the speakers on full blast and
No,
you know
I've
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
definitely been
great music.
Yeah, no, I've been driving around with my emulator on because I have the debug mode, so I have access to the sound files and stuff in game.
Mhm.
And I'll just be driving around with the champion theme blasting my entire trip wherever the heck I'm going in my car. So that song is
That's
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah, definitely. I've been playing Peach and Lime myself, and
Fantastic.
I think I've put it into. It wasn't that long ago. I think it was only like 4 or 5 days ago. I said to the boys, I think I've been seeing in Facebook groups and everything, ROM hack groups, that Peach and Lime demos out. So yeah, I've been playing that at the moment, and I think it's based around what is it? Is it the Keltio region or something? Am I right to say that Keltio or Keltio
Kanto
region?
region. Yeah.
So is it? So it's obviously saying like that and everything. Obviously, it's when I say that, it's like based on the Irish kind of vibe of
Yes,
things.
I believe that is correct. Yes.
So yeah, which one? It's great to see that you're involved in something else, which we can obviously, hopefully, that the creators will allow you to come back on, and we can do the same thing again. But honestly, we're looking forward to that game. But I think mostly I'm looking forward to Sea Glass. I'm really looking forward to that Alolan Sea Glass. Just hearing that mega that comes out and it heals 2 of your Pokemon, especially against you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's something I needed.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to scrap that. That was kind of unhinged. That was something from I was awake for 36 hours and got off a shift. You know what? This is a great idea. And I told my brother, I think I'm going to remove this. My brother's like, no, make them suffer. I'm like, no, I don't think I will.
I definitely sat there and I think, who annoyed this guy today? Who annoyed him?
Literally.
Who annoyed him? Who annoyed this guy? He woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and I'm feeling like I'm on the wrong side. But it was tough, but it was great at the same time. Like I said multiple times,
for sure.
It's great at the same time. It's a real test of knowledge. What a perfect setup for the first 2 Pokemon as well. I just got to put that out there. That Togekiss and that Kyogre. I never want to use them again. That's what I'm saying. You actually put me off them. So it's
You're welcome.
Maybe I've got to chuck Pansy in there somewhere.
I don't know. Pansy will have to go in somewhere. I just want to quickly chime in here, boys. Obviously, speaking about Pokemon Peach and Lime, so I can confirm, everybody listening at home, if you are interested in that project, obviously Missing No is a part of it himself. So I have been in contact with and Alpha Remaster, and they have both agreed to do a similar episode like this. So to cut a long story short, the creators of Pokemon Peach and Lime will hopefully almost definitely be appearing on the podcast. Missing No started off a bit of a trend here coming onto the Hive, man. I can't lie. Do you know what? I can't lie. Yeah, I've been using your name the past couple of days, bro. I'm like, yeah. I don't know if Missing No told you, but he's coming on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do have another person who has agreed to come on that is part of another project. I don't know if Miss No you wanted to speak about hers at all before we finish off here.
No, I definitely will, but I'm gonna probably get to her last because there's a lot to say about that one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, and I got my hands in a bunch of stuff. Another game I am testing currently is called Kanto's Explorers Through Time by, I believe they go by SNID. And it is a hack of crystal that takes 50 years in the future after Giovanni fails to capture Mewtwo and decides, screw it, I'll try again. And a war kind of happens between Mewtwo and the new creation that alters the fabric of reality. And basically, Red is no longer alive to stop Giovanni. So,
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome.
I mean, it's one of those ones where I think we can all agree that I would love you to speak on it more, but I don't want you at the same time. I want to be held on that suspense right now. Like when I hear in Giovanni, and going back to like Lazarus, where we predicted like maybe like Calliope or is going to be like, or I hope that I'm pronouncing that name right. Maybe like she was going to be like Giovanni. Do you know what I mean? Like with the Team Chimera and going into blah blah blah. Like having that thought of like Giovanni's back, baby. Giovanni is back, baby. We're doing that. I hope he has a Honchkrow on his team, by the way, because I'll wear the hat. I'll wear the hat. So yeah, no, definitely. It sounds like I don't know if you heard the sounds before, but it sounds like you've got your fingers in a lot of pies, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I started with Nemo, and I've just kind of crawled my way into a little bit of everything. So,
what a great way to be.
Oh, definitely. I was in the middle of testing it, and then we started working on the 2.0 update, so I had to like take a small break. It ended up being longer because we were waiting for some sprites to come out. But I'm going back to testing Pokemon Crystal Inheritance, which is another hack of crystal that involves time travel. But it takes place a few years after the events of Gold and Silver, but also takes place during the time before the tower burned down in Ecruteak City. So you get to go to like an old-time Johto and a new Johto, and it's really neat. There's 2 different endings depending on what you decide to do. So
nice.
That one's really neat too.
Oh, I like that choice ending. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's nice to have that. I think honestly, going away from Pokemon, but I think the last time I had like a choice ending in anything would either be like Hogwarts or The Witcher. So both great games, by the way, but it's nice to see that aspect coming into these sort of games. What we all love.
That's something I didn't know that was missing. You know, do you know what I mean? Like I that never occurred to me to have something like that in a ROM hack, but that's awesome, man. You're gonna Mr. No, you're gonna have to put me onto these projects, and we can see if we can get the creators of those involved in the podcast as well. Is there anything else you want to comment on regarding other projects?
Definitely. Sorry, all I was going to say is there anything else you even want to ask us?
Yeah, I have some questions for you guys when I'm done.
Yeah.
I have one more before I get to. I have one before I get to like the big game I want to talk about. I did recently reach out to Paco Scarzo, who is the person that made Pokemon Odyssey, about becoming a tester for Pokemon Odyssey 2. And their response was, sure thing, we'll talk about it in X months. So I might be part of the Odyssey 2 test team at some point. So I'm really excited about that because Odyssey was my favorite game released last year, like hands down. So if I can get involved in that, that will be really cool.
Yeah,
but the
definitely.
big one I want to talk about is Pokemon Seasons Solstice and Equinox versions made by Fayleaf. And the fact that she hasn't been able to get somebody to help her with her game is honestly a crime, and the entire community is being robbed. So I'm gonna provide some photos of some of the stuff, but she's like been commissioning like official art and like the old Sugimori art style from like Gen 2 with like the watercolors and stuff, and it looks amazing.
Nice.
It is also a game that is very Gen 2 designed. Like I feel it follows a Gen 2 formula a bit tighter than Nemo does. And it like the sprite work is just amazing. She's doing all the sprites, all of the storytelling for it, the mapping, the tile sheets, like everything is all being done by her. And the only thing that's stopping the project moving forward is we don't have a programmer.
Yeah.
But that game is fantastic. It's going to be like a Pokedex of like 250 Pokemon. All of them are going to be brand new, never before seen Pokemon that she's making herself.
Yeah.
And it's
Nice.
a whole great thing, and I think everyone would love it.
Yeah,
That does sound
100%. I've actually been speaking to Faye, and she was last night. She was sending, well, last night for me. Obviously, we're in the UK, but she was sending me some of the sprites. And let me just tell you boys something. Spooks of Rushy, like I absolutely hate Fakemon. You know that they call them Fakemon, the fan made, but honestly, like some of those, well, I say some of them, all of those sprites, like I was looking through them, and she was sending me some like exclusive ones as well, because we've been in talks with her about getting her involved with us as well. But yeah, they were honestly, they were amazing, and they literally look like they'd have come straight out of like a GBC Gen 2 game. Honestly, boys, like Miss and No says, we'll have some pictures and documents on the screen as we're talking about this, but yeah, let's get this girl a programmer, because she has got a serious talent for clearly a lot of things, and like Miss and No says, it is absolutely criminal that that she doesn't have a programmer. So let's try come together as a community and try and find someone that can fill that role for her, because it could honestly be, Miss and No will probably agree with me, it could be one of the greatest ROM hacks of all time.
I made a list of my top 10 favorite ROM hacks, and hers is at the top, and it's not even been started yet. So
Yeah, literally,
Wow.
yeah, honestly, yeah, it's great. I'll have to
just
show
by
you
saying
boys.
that, we can't let that slide. Do you know what I mean? If you're a programmer and you're listening to this, get in touch, even if you can help out a little bit. Do you know what I mean? A little
Definitely
bit is
reach
better
out.
than nothing. Let's just say that a little bit is better than nothing. So reach out, get involved, because I want to play this game. I want to play this game. I've already seen the sprites for like Peach and Lime and stuff like that, the fake on there and everything, and I think they look brilliant. Do you know what I mean? I really do think they look good. But from how Miss and No and Ace, obviously you've seen these sprites already.
Yeah,
I'm very intrigued right now. I'm very, very intrigued. So
Yeah, let's get that kickstarted and get that off the floor, because that
So
sounds
if you can
awesome.
help her, then do it, man. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
We're one big
literally,
community. Let's be a community. Let's get it out there and start helping
100%.
out each other. There's no point gatekeeping your work, in it. So just
No.
start helping each other. Then we can have all these brilliant games to play. So
Yeah, for sure. Miss and No, is there anything? Because that's our questions done now. Like Spook said before, is there anything you want to ask us about, or is there anything else you want to comment on before we wrap things up here?
yeah, Spooks, do you ever plan on hatching that egg you got?
I do. I do. I do. I really do. It's just, it's one of the cases. Like, man, obviously you've seen, because I've had the hardest spin wheel. It's with a
This guy, man.
Obviously, I've had this harder spin wheel, man. So it's been difficult for me. I've been really focusing on the game, but hopefully, you're gonna see that soon. You're gonna really do see that soon, and I'm gonna because was it Ace? You got a Galarian or Russia? You got a Galarian Meowth last time or something like that.
Yep, that is what I got.
So
Yeah.
I'm interested. I always said like yeah I'll do it, but it's one of those ones like you're trying to crack on with the game like Mr. No, you must understand.
Crack on, crack on. You're trying to crack on that egg, baby.
Let's be real. It's never happening. You're never having that egg.
Listen, Mr. No, you can understand the dad jokes have just got to slip in there sometimes, and I think if you pardon the pun. So maybe I'll crack on with the egg, and we'll go from there. But no, I'm definitely gonna do that, and I think.
Okay, yeah, because I'm definitely interested in what guaranteed shiny you're missing out on at the moment.
Guaranteed
What?
shiny.
Yeah, that egg you gave away was a guaranteed shiny, Ace.
Oh my god! No way! The cheating Greek couldn't even get himself a shiny. Oh my god! What? I never knew that. I never knew that. No, I actually didn't know that. What, Rushy? Did you know yours was shiny?
Thinking back on it, obviously it's blue, isn't it? Whereas the normal form is more silver. So actually, now thinking back on it, I can tell that it's shiny. But yeah, I didn't notice it at the time.
Obviously, because you're doing the speed run, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm speed running it. Yeah. Yeah.
Literally. Oh man. Oh, I'm gutted about that.
Yeah, but honestly, do you know what? I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm intrigued now. So yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight. For everyone listening, thanks to Miss No, I'm doing it tonight.
I was watching back the other day while I was shopping, and I got to the part where it's like, oh yeah, I got rid of the egg. I'm like, no, why?
Oh no, what have I done, man?
We'll put the video on the screen now we'll put the video on the screen now of Spooks hatching that egg.
Yeah, definitely. Just me going, that's how you make a boiled egg.
Yeah, literally. It's just the phones. Literally. Yeah. I'll put a picture of my egg sandwich up that I made earlier. Because for some reason I took a picture of my egg sandwich, innit? So I'll put that on the screen now. Oh Christ's sake. Anything else to add, Missing No, while we're still here?
I just had some questions like what kind of music do you guys listen to?
Oh, okay. I'll start that one off. I can start that off because it's a basic answer, but I listen to a bit of everything. So obviously we're from the UK. I've actually got my Oasis shirt on right now. Went to see them back last year. I've got Iron Maiden coming up later on this year. They're a sort of metal band, UK based as well. Obviously they're massive, but we all kind of listen to the same music. We've all got quite broad taste in music, I think. My playlist is a mix of everything. You've got some opera in there. I love a little bit of Pavarotti. Metal. I've got the Chili Peppers, Oasis. I've got a bit of everything, so I'm quite easy going when it comes to music.
Yeah, right. I suppose for me, I'm more. So I don't know if Mr. No you've ever heard of it, but have you ever heard of garage music?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So garage music, that old school deep and dirty club, where it's just like you just go and do you know it's one of these ones
you see this face.
You're just like, do you know what I mean? It's like a good one is if you search up on YouTube Todd Edwards live set, it'll be the first one that comes up, and that is just I love. The garage has always been my favourite because I grew up on garage. My mum was a young mum, do you know what I mean? Garage head. So I've always been brought up around that. But to be fair, at the moment, as Spooks will probably relate to, I'm on a lot of 70s, 80s, just I don't know if you call it pop, but just, like charts, like what was in the charts, like 70s, 80s.
Oh, we
You
talking
know,
about
like
like Rick James? Do you know what I mean? Like a couple of Rick
yeah,
James, Luther Vandross,
yeah.
Billy
Got to get my boy
Ocean.
Luther in
Do you
there,
know?
man.
Do
Got
you
to
know
get
what
my
I
boy
mean? Billy
Luther in there.
Ocean, like people like that. It's I can literally say for me and my cousin, we were born in the wrong era.
Yeah,
So
literally,
like I'd literally
100%.
say that we're more of like, But I think when it comes down to music, it's and I think that I answer for all of us when I say this. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. No, is that when it comes down to music, if I like something and I hear it, it doesn't matter who I'm with, it doesn't matter what my friends listen to. If I like it, I'm gonna bang it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I like that
definitely.
song. I don't give a crap who's around me. Do you know what I mean? Even if I'm banging in Justin Bieber, I'm not saying that I do, but I'm just saying like
Nah. Justin Bieber Confidence, man. That's a banger. Don't sleep on that tune, man. Don't sleep on that
mm.
tune. No, no,
But
no.
He's confident.
he's confident, but the one song I'm really banging at the moment is "Give It to Me, Baby" by Rick James.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
I'm planning on getting married soon, so I'm creating my marriage playlist. Sorry to put it out there in the podcast, but yeah, I am planning on proposing real soon. But I listen to a lot of reggae music as well. I don't know in the States if you know about ska music.
Oh, definitely. I have a whole friend group that's all they listen to. They have
So
the bumper
yeah,
sticker to say "Keep honking." It adds to the ska.
so it's like UB40, Madness, people like that. I don't know if you heard them sort of bands before, but yeah, it's but then I do like my rap and everything, my indie, my rock. I don't know how to explain it. Like if we started going for like what's your favorite rock band there and then, it'd probably have to be for me is probably um either Deaf Ones or is it Disturbed? The people who go what? Do you know what I mean? I think we all know that what. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I think we all know who I'm on about. But
Oh, I wasn't expecting that, man.
No.
I love it. What? But in 2016, I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers live, and they were awesome, man. All I
Yeah,
can say is
that's
Red
hard.
Hot Chili Peppers live at Reading Festival. I don't know if you ever heard of Reading Festival, but Reading and like Glastonbury and V Fest are like, and Latitude is like our biggest four festivals that we have over here.
I've heard of
So yeah,
Latitude, but that's it.
yeah,
Mhm.
Latitude's wicked. It's somewhere where a bit like me and yourself, we're a bit family men with young kids. It's somewhere that you could take them as well. But
Okay.
the rest is a bit like, yeah, don't take kids, don't take kids, don't take kids. But yeah, that's us, man. What about you? What about your music? What do you like listen to?
My earliest memory of music is me headbanging to "Du Hast" by Rammstein in my dad's house when I was like 4.
Christ. Wow.
So I've
Nice.
Yeah.
been on metal most of my life, but I listen to like a bunch of other stuff that my
Mhm.
girlfriend doesn't necessarily like. She doesn't like when I drive the car because my music is trash in her opinion. But like I'm into like Electric Callboy, Jaluka, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I'll kind of go over to like DJ Searle or stuff like that occasionally.
Yeah. No, that's good. Like, I think a lot of us can say that British music got influenced heavily by UK and by US artists.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, even down to our underground rap and our underground trap or whatever you want to call it, everything was based off US artists. So, like for my dad and my mum, for example, they were heavy on 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Nate Dogg. Do you know what I mean? NWA. Yeah, I don't know how to
P.
explain it.
Diddy.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. That's just the way it is. So yeah, it's but obviously no Diddy, but it's yeah, it was a lot. to the point where like I even hear like different like French artists or like German artists or like Mexican artists, like they do their thing. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's literally down for me. It's literally down to the beat. If the beat sounds good, then I might get a little shoulder, going. Do you know what I mean? I think we can all relate here with us boys. If you hear something that
Yeah.
you like, we're getting a little shoulder. We're getting a little
Something's
shoulder
got to
going.
move, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something's got to move.
Yeah.
Something's got to tap, innit?
Yeah, definitely. As long as I can two-step to it, I'm good to that. I am
Trust.
good. I'm good. But yeah, music lot. I think short and sweet. We like everything. We
Yeah,
like
for sure,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
We like everything.
That's usually my answer too. I like everything except country. So
Yeah, no one likes
you can take that
country,
if you
man.
want.
Oh, I love a bit of country.
See, I don't
Of course you
mind.
do.
Yeah. I won't get into it. I'm outnumbered
Rock
here.
off your fish, man. You're draining, kiss. Oh God. Mr. No, do you have any more questions?
I probably did, but I can't remember them.
That's all good, man.
Yeah.
That's all good.
It's fine.
So are we all happy to sort of draw this first interview with Missing No to a close? Does that
Yep.
suit everybody here? Missing No, is that all good with you?
Good with me.
So we just want to give a massive thank you to yourself, Missing No, for coming onto the podcast. Honestly, like when I saw you commented, and people were going, "Oh, the goat is here." This. I'm like, who is this guy? Let me just tell this quick story. So I was like, who is this guy? And I looked and I was like, oh my god. I called up Spooks. I was like, yo, cuz, have you seen the YouTube comments, man? And he's like, he said to me after, I thought you won the lottery or something. You were that excited, man.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, missing those found us. So yeah, it's been obviously so great for me personally over the past few days, just chatting to you and getting to know you, and hopefully this interview could be the start of maybe a sort of collaborative team going into other ROM hacks. We've spoke about a lot of them today, and we're going to make it our goal to really get involved with all of these ones that have been mentioned.
Yeah.
Before I sign off, I just want to say for the final time, let's, as we all said, come together as a community and try get Faye her programmer,
Definitely.
because that needs to happen. And it will be a blessing for everybody if this happens. Just trust us on this one. Spooks, do you have anything else to say?
I think personally, like for me, is that Mr. No. All I can say is that we're so grateful for you being on, man. Like for a small, just starting, premature podcast, being here to have one of the big influences in the game that we're playing is a real blessing to us, and it's a real honor. So all I can
Yeah.
say is for you is being on the other side of the world for us, man. Is that thank you for your time, and that just thank you, man. Just thank you for answering all our questions. Thank you for finding the time out of your day. Please extend our thanks to Nemo as well and everyone else involved into the game. And all I can say is that we're really grateful. We're really grateful for here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I
Absolutely.
was pretty entertained. I was bored at work, had nothing to do for 10 hours. Like, oh, nice. These guys seem neat. So I just clicked and stayed.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I'm
Yeah.
good. Hopefully we keep this relationship building and growing stronger. And we build that community. Do you know what I mean? We find that community, we help each other out, and that's what all of us boys are about. So yeah, all I can say is if you ever need anything, you know where we are.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know where
100%.
we are. You know where we are, man. That's all good. Rushy, what you got to say about this?
Yeah, again, thank you, Mr. No, for joining us today. It's been really great. I've had a really nice time here. And yeah, just it's been, to be able to get the chance to do something like this. We're not that big, but it's it's been really fun, and I've had a great time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come in the future. But yeah, thank you again for joining us.
Hey,
I did promise
so
I'd give my brother a shout out. He goes by Gillydo VGC. He's also been in contact with Faye, and he's also helped her come up with like some of the sprite ideas. And so he's trying to get into the community. I don't know if he's gonna like try and like get like super into it, but he's gonna be one of the testers for Faye's game as well. Whenever we can get someone to program it for us. But he has some like really good ideas too that are probably gonna make it into the game. So he's gonna be somewhat involved as well. I just want to make sure that I mentioned his name because I told him I would, and then I completely forgot to. So
that's all
fine,
good,
man.
man.
You gave him his flowers now, and like Mr. No say, you get at these people, help them out, and start building up the community a lot better. Mr. No, the only thing I was gonna say is, have you got any socials that the people can follow you on, or they can keep updated with the work that you're doing at the moment? Is there anything you want to shout out personally for yourself?
it's mostly just the YouTube channel for me. An X exists, but I like never ever use it. And then I just use Instagram to send memes back and forth to my girlfriend, so I never used that either. So
I know that.
Yeah, we'll leave a link to Missing Nose YouTube in the description. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. The Hive signing off for this special episode, and we'll see you in the next project. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.
Okay, thank you again to Miss and No for joining us for that first part of this special episode of the podcast. What we're going to do now is we're going to jump into our battles with the Sea Glass Trio. So obviously we've beaten the game. Champion has been defeated, and at the end of the game, Parias comes up to us. It's a Parias or Rania, one of them comes up to us and mentions this little island that we can go off to. So we make our way over there. And on this island, you can do some sort of post-game battles. And again, so there's lots of different battles you can do there. So you've got Parias, you've got Rania again, Calliope comes back. There are some of the gym leaders mixed in there. But the three that we are focusing on here are the Sea Glass Trio, which is Snad, Nemo, and Missing No, who's just been with us. So you've heard a lot about those battles. We're going to start off with Snad, and we're going to start off with my gameplay, and we're just going to go through because they have some pretty special teams. And yeah, so we'll start off. So we'll put my gameplay on now. So this is Snad. So Snad leads with Fluttershy, which is a shiny Wurmple. So I led with my jump pluff and hit a floaty fail to start off. And then I got an infestation chucked back on me. But yeah, Bullet Seed to finish off the Fluttershy here wasn't too bad. But yeah, cool Pokemon. I think Shiny Wurmple's a pretty nice one. Little gummy worm, I call it. It's one that I collected quite a few of in Pokemon Go myself. Yeah, so the next Pokemon that Snad comes in with is a Rune, which is a shiny Yanma, which again, another cool Pokemon. I think we can see the theme of Snad's Pokemon here. They're obviously a fan of bug-type Pokemon. So I switch out into my Ampharos and hit here with a Thunderbolt. Doesn't do too much to me, but it's super effective against that, and I take out the Yanma there. So Crossbun is coming in next. Again, so these are all named after, obviously, the Snads, what he would call his, or they would call their Pokemon. So we've got a Heracross here. I've come in with my Primal Groudon. You can say about that as you like. And I get close combated, but I hit a Lava Plume, and that takes out the Crossbun. Yeah, so not too bad for me, but hold your reservations. Don't say anything. Just keep quiet over there. Snapdragon's in next. So that's a Formantis. Again, I hit a Lava Plume, one shot that. As you can see, this is a very bug-heavy team, which is quite cool, to be fair. Snom in here next. And again, another Lava Plume takes out the Snom. And they're coming into their last Pokemon here. Peppermint, which is a shiny Golisopod, which is awesome. And as you'll see here, the shiny Golisopod Mega evolves. So Mega Mega Evolved Golisopod. Really, really cool sprite for this Pokemon. I hit an Earthquake and then finish off with a Precipice Blades, and that is my Snad battle. So, Ace, how did you get on?
Yeah, so we'll get into my footage. I'll put mine on the screen now. So Snag comes up. We're obviously defending the champion title, as Rossi mentioned. And I've got Pizza coming in here, which is a Wurmple. Lycan Rock just hits that with that rock slide. And Pizza tries to use Fisher on me, which would have been hilarious if it actually hit. Obviously, because it's a one hit KO. But after that, yeah, it gets taken down. We've got cross bun here. The Heracross, I rock slide it, it flinches and it tries to burn with a flame orb and use guts, but Lycan Rock won't having any of it. Snapdragon comes in here, which is the Lurantis. So I use Obstruct, expecting the hit, and yeah, we are having a little wonder what we're going to do here. Go in with a rock slide, get the flinch, go in with a rock slide again, and it crits. So that's Lurantis down. Rune is coming in now, which is the shiny Yanma. I put rocks up because obviously I think at this point I clocked that it was a bug heavy team. So Yanma takes down Lycan Rock and I come in with Incineroar here. Another Bug Buzz takes me down to half health, but I burn it. The speed boost is going off right now. Leftovers gives a bit more HP back on Incineroar, and in the red, but a Firefang takes the Yanma down. Worth noting here that at this point in the game, we decided to do away with the spin wheels. So there it is. I mean, right there, that Stealth Rock just gets the Snom to half health. One more Firefang from Incineroar, and it's down. And then he comes in with Peppermint here. The shiny Golisopod, which, as Roshi said, is very, very cool. There's the Mega Evolution. Aqua Jet takes it out Incineroar, as expected. So I'm going to come in with Honchkrow here and just go for that dual wing beat, which this Golisopod's quite bulky because that dual wing beat actually did a crit and a normal hit, and we didn't get a lot. And the Golisopod actually takes Honchkrow out there because it got an anger point crit stat rise. So Drapion comes out, looking at what to do here, and I'll just go for the Ceaseless Edge, and it crits. And yeah, that is Snad done and dusted. So, Spooks, how did you get on when it came to Snad?
So the first thing I can say is that Fluttershy came out as the Wurmple. We hit it with the Power Gem first, and the Power Gem gets it literally down to 1 HP. It hits us with the Infestation. We've been inflicted by it. We hit it with the Power Gem again. Fluttershy goes down. Only expected by my Ampharos, and at this point, which you'll realise is that it's actually called Crank 2.0. So I would like to give a round of applause for Crank 2.0. Its name being changed. Do you know what I mean? We adopted it. It's got my name. So we came out with McQueen. It comes out with Crossbun. Crossbun uses the Protect, but it also got burned. It protected itself again. It get hits by the burn. It comes back. We hit with the rune. We hit with the torch song, and obviously against bug type, it's raising our special attack with that torch song in it. So then he wants to come up with the Snapdragon. I'm like, all right, cool. So who can we go to? Who can we pick? Which one? We're drawing lots. So it's Moomin, the Honchkrow. Obviously, I don't have the hat on now, but I will do later on the thing. So we hit it with the dual wing beat. Dual wing beat hit, critical hit. And we take that down. That's completely fine. Out of the way. See you later. It wants to bring out the crossbun again. Uses Facade on us. Takes down Moomin. And I was pretty gutted because I had the hat on and everything for this. So my mascot couldn't do this one. So I'm humming and hawing who I could pick. It's obviously got to be my Don McQueen again. We hit it with the torch song. It uses Protect. It still has the burn on it. It withdraws and it goes into the powder. We use the special attack on the Torch Song. It's just building and building and building at the moment. So Torch Song takes down Powder. It comes out with the Crossbun again. The Crossbun uses Protect again. It's still burn. Torch Song again on the Crossbun. Obviously, we've raised it up the special attack by now. Torch Song takes it down in one hit. Then we're like humming and hawing. Then Peppermint comes out. Okay, so Peppermint is, I think, for the Pokemon. Is that the Vikavolt or whatever it's called like that? Am I right to say that? If you man can remember what picker, is that evolved from the Wimpod or whatever, the Wimpod or something like that?
Yeah, it's
But
Wimpod, so the evolution is Golisopod.
so we take that down with a torch song anyway. So that, yeah, and that was basically my gym battle done. Well, gym battle, that was Snad battle done. That was the Snad battle done. It felt like a gym battle because all my gym battles have been easy. Unfortunately, when I got to missing, it wasn't that easy. But we'll talk about that later. I already spoke to him about that, and he had the same reaction of the boys, i.e., laughing. So it was one of those things. But what I will say is, I'm gonna go straight into Nemo now, if that's cool with you boys. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Crack
straight
on,
into
man.
Nemo. We hit with obviously Ampharos again, Crank 2.0 comes out with the Oricoro. We hit it with the Thunderbolt. It's super effective. That Quiver Dance is building and building and building. We did it with the Thunderbolt again. Thunderbolt takes down the Oricoro. And that was my first good battle against any Oricoro in the game. So we draw for the Kelpie, or Kelp, I should say. They come out with the Incineroar. We use we're humming and hawing. We're using it uses outrage on us, takes us completely out because I didn't realize it had that dragon type move on us. Obviously, outrage is that dragon type move. I'm humming and hawing here again. I think my Don Moomin got to come out dual wing beat. I know that's going to hit us a crit. Gets us to the yellow health. It uses outrage again, but it's still hurt by the poison because we had poison point on the kelp. And then we take that out. Sylveon then comes out to play. So I'm thinking, right, Sylveon, who we got? Go back to the Crank 2.0. Obviously, Crank 2.0 is probably my strongest Pokemon at the moment. So we're going to hit it with, I'm still humming and hawing here. Do you know what I mean? Still humming and hawing. So we hit it with that Thunderbolt. It sets up the light screen. Now, light screen for me was a pain because you'll see with the Sylveon, it uses Moonblast. We didn't Mega Evolve, even though that we could. We hit the Power Gem, and we're just using every single move that we can get right now, bro. I can't lie. Power Gem seems like it's doing the most. It can't move because it's hit us, and we've paralyzed it with the static. So Thunderbolt comes out again. Light Screen sets up again. Then Light Screen comes out again. Then we hit it with the Thunderbolt, take the Sylveon out, and Neck comes out. It's got to be Dragapult. So yeah, Dragapult comes out. We hit it with the Dragon Pulse, even though that we're not hit, but it takes Crank 2.0 down with the Dragon Dart. Where I was thinking, Dragon Dart, I've never seen that. I've never seen that before. Hits us out with the Dragon Dart. We go with McQueen. Hits her out again. It's not very effective. So we're thinking right now, we're hovering over Shadow Ball, and I'm thinking to myself, right, Shadow Ball, it's super effective. So we're going to go down for this. I actually go in for a cheeky little potion right now. So we go out with a hyper potion right now, and that was my first time I really used like a hyper potion during this match. Hyper potion did do nothing. Dragon Darts was left us on 4 HP where it hits again, and we hit it with another Shadow Ball. That goes down, and I think Nemo's coming out with their last Pokemon right now, and we're hitting it. It hits us with the Shadow Sneak. We get taken down. Moomin comes back out. We hit it with the dual wing beat. Shadow Sneak, I know it's not going to really do much damage. Hit it with the dual wing beat. Hit it with once, and it does it. Or twice, sorry, I should say. Should say it hits it. Crit. Stainless is Stainless is going up. The Tyranitum comes out. We're thinking, right, Toad needs a little bit of limelight right now. So we hit it with the Spore, but it comes out with the Keystone. So I've never seen a Mega Tyranitum, but the Spawns hit it. So it's fast asleep right now. Hit it with the Trop Kick. Oh no, we actually go with the Sky Uppercut hit. I was wrong. Sky Uppercut hits. I'm thinking to myself, it's super effective, but it wakes up. It hits it with the Avalanche. We're completely down. So I've only got 2 Pokemon at the moment. It's Stainless or Moomin, and Moomin's on yellow health. So we hit it with the Heavy Slam. Thinking it's going to do it. Obviously use the Keystone because Stainless has got a very hard head. And we hit it. It's super effective with the Heavy Slam, but it's not really doing much. It's not really doing much. It's still asleep at the moment from the aspect of the Spore, of what it's got, the special ability from Toad. We hit it with another Heavy Slam. And basically, the Tyranitum goes down, and it seems like that was Nemo, and they got defeated. That was one of a pretty much of a struggle for me, and I can say it was a struggle because it was over 2.5 minutes, and we're playing at speed up.
And you're using that hard head as well.
And we're using that hard head. We're using that hard head, that rocky head, that heavy slam, and it's just like body weight don't mean nothing to Nemo, innit? So yeah, how did you boys get into Nemo? Ace, how did you get on?
Yeah, took me a while to get the spawn. There's quite a few trainers that come at you during this champion defense, but eventually, as you can see by the footage now, we did get Nemo to come in. So for me, Nemo leads with that Oricorio. I'm going with my Lycanroc lead as usual. And I'm going to go straight in for the Obstruct. It's one of my favourite moves now. Oricorio goes in for the Quiver Dance, so Obstruct doesn't actually do anything. Then Oricorio uses Petal Dance and just completely takes me out, which is brilliant. So I'm going to come in with Drapion here, hit a Swords Dance, forgetting about Oricorio's ability, because then, as you know, every dance move, they then use it as well. So it hits me with a Petal Dance. Luckily, I'm resisting and managed to get the Ceaseless Edge off, but it hangs on with the Focus Sash. And yeah, Oricorio's a nightmare, man. I think Nemo must have really buffed it, because there goes the Drapion down already. Come out with Greninja, and I'll just go for that priority Water Shuriken, Mega Revolve Greninja, because as I said, challenges aren't a thing now, so I did get a chance to use some Megas in these battles. Arcanine comes in, hits the Intimidate, but we just go straight for that Water Shuriken, quad effective. But it survives, but then goes for the Head Smash and dies from recall. Greninja's really low right now. So I go straight in for an Ice Beam on the Komodo. He uses Flash Cannon, and yeah, that's Greninja down. Scrafty comes in now and just hits that quick, just that light and that quick Thunder Punch in it. Thinking it would take it out, but it doesn't, funnily enough. So then I get hit again, and now Scrafty's right down. So I go for the Drain Punch, stab, get the Moxie boost, get a little bit of health back. And Nemo's going to be coming in with Sylveon here. Gets hurt by the spikes from the Ceaseless Edge earlier. And I'm wondering what to do here. So I just think, I'll just go for a quick Thunder Punch. And that goes down as well. So I'm on to 2 Pokemon left here. Obviously, Honcho comes in, does his thing. Dual Wing Beat. Straight crit, straight away. Patterned. You ain't got to worry about that. Walrein comes in. Lucky these spikes are down from that Ceaseless Edge, because it's really doing quite a good bit of damage here. And, you know, it's the same old story with Honchkrow as those crit dual wing beats. So the Walrein goes down and Tyrantrum comes in. As Spooks was saying, he hasn't seen the Mega Tyrantrum before. That is actually because this is part of the 2.0 update that released recently. It does include Megas for Tyrantrum and Aurorus. So, anyway, I go in straight for the Night Slash. The Tyrantrum hits a Rock Slide, but of course, it's no longer stab, so it doesn't do too much. Hits me with the Avalanche, which is stab now because it's a Dragon and Ice type. Takes Honchkrow down. Incineroar comes in, and I think, let me just get this Will-O-Wisp off, just cut this attack. And after that, it's null and void anyway, so we just hit it with a Fire Fang. The Rock Slide, even being super effective, does absolutely nothing. And eventually it goes down to the burn. So that was my battle with Nemo done. I think I sort of made a bit more of a meal out of it than I should have done. But to be honest, boys, I weren't really paying too much attention. Do you know what I mean? I was just focused on getting this trio done, obviously, because Miss and No said that he would love us to do it. Speak of... oh, wait, no, we won't get on to him yet, but trust me, when he comes in, oh, boy, yeah, it's a tough one. But yeah, Rushy, how did you get on when it come to the battle with Nemo?
Yeah, so we'll put my footage on the screen now. So let me just start off by saying Oricorio is definitely being buffed in this game, because it's given me lots of troubles.
100%.
So yeah, I came in with my jump bluff. to begin with, and use floaty fall, but the first one hits, second one misses. I then my jump bluff gets taken out. It's Oricorio is so strong, but I come in with my Ampharos here and nearly get taken out on the first go, but it survives on 6 HP and I get the Thunderbolt off. Luckily, somehow there, I don't know how it survived. So yeah, I switch into my Greninja. Nemo comes in with an Incineroar. So I hit the Incineroar with a Hydro Pump. That takes the Incineroar down to 1 HP. But they take me down to 1 HP, so I quickly get the Water Shuriken in there, take out the Incineroar. So yeah, real close. These Pokemon are doing a lot of damage. We're in that late stage of the game. So yeah, Primarina comes in here. I decide that I'm going to try and get one of my Pokemon back. So I revive Jumpluff, of course. Why would I not? But the Greninja takes a Moonblast, and that takes out the Greninja. So I come back in with Jumpluff here, hit the Giga Drain, obviously super effective, and gives me my health back, obviously, because I just use a normal revive. I hit another Giga Drain here. And Primarina hits another Moonblast, which does a decent amount of damage, but not much. So I get another Giga Drain off to finish off the Primarina there. Yeah, so Nemo then comes in with a Goodra. I switch into Rayquaza. Cue the laughs. Yeah,
Literally.
and I hit going first of all with a Dragon Pulse, which does a little bit of damage, but not much. They hit me back with a Dragon Pulse of their own, which does a lot more damage to me. So I just use a Dragon Ascent there, which takes a lot of health. The Goodra then hits an Outrage, which faints my Rayquaza. So I come in here with Groudon. Obviously, Primal Groudon takes a second to do the animation. I then hit an Earthquake on the Goodra to finish off them. And again, yeah, so Nemo then comes in with the Wall Rain. I stick in with my Groudon, hit a Lava Plume. Groudon takes a Blizzard, obviously gets Frostbite, but not really anything to worry about. Precipice Blades here to finish off the Wall Rain. And finally, as we've come to know from your guys' battles, Tyrantrum comes in here. Awesome Pokemon. And this sprite for the Mega Evolution is really, really cool. I get hit with the Dragon Energy. I then hit back with an Earthquake, which does a lot of damage, obviously. Earthquake's a super strong move. Precipice Blades here to finish off the Tyrantrum. And yeah, and that was my fight with Nemo.
Nice.
Yeah, so not too bad for me. I think really cool fight. And again, I'll say it one more time. Oricorio done my head in. Absolutely did my head in. And yeah, as you would know from the Elite Four, Oricorio has been a challenge for me. I don't know why I say. I think Nemo, there was a whole quest, wasn't there? For Nemo's quest was about Oricorio, and they stated that it's one of their favourite Pokemon. So I can see why they've done that. But yeah.
Who wants to kick us into the Miss and No battles here?
Yeah, I'll lead the Miss and No battles here.
Yeah.
So we'll pop my footage on the screen now. So Kindrix and Omelette are missing those first two Pokemon. So Togekiss and Kyogre. I've led with my Jumpluff and my Ampharos. So my Ampharos, I hit a Thunder on the Togekiss and a Bullet Seed on the Kyogre. So the Bullet Seed basically takes the Kyogre out first turn here. Kyogre hits a Water Spout, and then the Togekiss hits my Ampharos with a Dazzling Gleam. I use Thunder on the Togekiss, and that again nearly takes that out too. Obviously, leftovers there on the Togekiss. So I come in, I hit a Giga Drain on the Kyogre and a Thunderbolt on the Togekiss. So the Giga Drain takes out the Kyogre, which is quite nice. My Pokemon are trying to learn some moves here, so I get that off the screen. And it took me a couple of attempts to do that, apparently. The Thunderbolt then hits the Togekiss, and that takes the Togekiss out as well. So Missing No then comes in with Void Nugget, which is a Gengar, and Majora, which is a Fire Mask Ogerpon. So I hit a Bullet Seed, I believe here. No, I switched out. So I bring in my Rayquaza, and I think I do stay in with my Ampharos here. So I hit a Thunderbolt on the Gengar, and Rayquaza comes in. I hit by an Ivy Cudgel that takes the Ampharos out, and then the Poison Sludge comes from the Gengar there onto the Rayquaza. So I bring in my Groudon. So I've got Rayquaza and Groudon on the screen right now. I'm sure that's offending some people. I'll go in with a Dragon Ascent with my Rayquaza, and then a Precipice Blades as well. I've Mega Evolved the Rayquaza here as well, so Mega Rayquaza, which protects obviously flying type Pokemon as well, which means that the Rayquaza won't get hit by the Precipice Blades. One shot on the Majora takes that out. And then the Precipice Blades I actually think misses due to the Gengar. But yeah, Purgatory, the Incineroar, is also here. And as you will have heard from Mr. No earlier, that is one hell of a Incineroar. My Rayquaza gets flinched and burned, so Rayquaza and Groudon are really, really weak here. So I hit a Dragon Ascent, I believe, and then a Lava Plume as well. But I get taken out here. The Rayquaza is fainted and the Groudon is fainted too. So both Pokemon are gone. So I bring in my Gardevoir, and I think I also bring in Greninja here as well. So yeah, Greninja, or Gardevoir, sorry, Psychic on the Greninja, on the Gengar, sorry, and then Bouncy Bubble on the Incineroar. Say Gardevoir and Greninja both can tank these hits a little bit here. So yeah, the Gardevoir takes out the Gengar and is very nearly taken out itself. But yeah, I hit they've come in with a Cyclizar here, so I hit a Psychic on the Cyclizar and a Water Shuriken to take out the Incineroar. Obviously, we've seen Cyclizar before, the Mega Evolutions, Koraidon, Miraidon. So we've got the Koraidon sort of Mega Evolution here on. I don't want to say the name because I feel like I'll butcher it. But yeah, luckily the Psychic takes it out because the Greninja faints here. But yeah, really tricky battle this one. Let's say it's basically took out all my Pokemon. And Ace, you'll go into yours a bit more, but I think you struggled here too. Well, we all struggled here. But yeah, that was my fight with Missing No.
Yeah, mine was definitely not a battle but a war. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna put my footage on now, and so of course Rushy spoke about this Kyogre and Togekiss lead as well as Missing No when he was just featured. He told us about this lead, and boy, yeah, it's a difficult lead. So I'm going to go straight in with Obstruct on Lycanroc. Oh, I actually go back and go for the Rock Slide, clearly. Obviously had second thoughts or maybe some sort of flashback. So then I'm going to go for the Thunder Punch with Scrafty on the Kyogre, and it doesn't matter. Oh wait, sorry guys, this was one of my failed attempts. That's where Lycanroc missed. I forgot to cut this out anyway. So
Cut it.
Yeah, so going into my battle with Missing No, so the heavy rain's coming down. And yeah, I'm going for the Rock Slide once again on this lead. As you guys can tell, it was not a first try battle. That's definitely for sure. But Rock Slide actually hits this time, which is a nice touch. Scrafty just about lives and hits the Thunder Punch on the Kyogre, and it is down quite low now. So I'm going to come straight in with Greninja here. Going into turn 2, it's going to be looking like an Ice Beam from Greninja. We're going to be Mega Evolving into Mega Greninja. As I said before, we're not doing these the spin wheels anymore because it would just be ridiculous. And then Scrafty's just going to go for the Thunder Punch. So here comes that Mega Greninja again. End up taking the Kyogre out there. And then the Togekiss goes for the Air Slash. And yeah, to cut a long story short, Scrafty goes down. So we're down to 4 mons now. We're 4 versus 5 against Miss and No here. As you guys would have heard him taking us through that battle, he's just he's a naughty man, that guy, man. So Purgatory comes out, the Incineroar, thinking about what to do here with Greninja, and I'm gonna go straight in with a Water Shuriken straight on to the Incineroar, and Drapion here is going to be going for the cross poison, but of course Incineroar has to use Fake Out. We get a lucky spot there with Greninja actually getting 4 Water Shurikens off, which was a touch because obviously I haven't used this loaded dice thing that you guys get to use. So we get a few, we get some good hits in there. Going into the next turn here, as you guys can tell, this was quite deep into my attempts, so I'm really thinking about absolutely everything that I'm doing here. Togekiss goes for the follow me, so Greninja ends up having to hit the Water Shuriken on it, but Drapion takes it out with the cross poison, and the muscle band from Drapion gets knocked off there by Incineroar. Do you know what it is? What it is it's a weak move onto Drapion there, so I'm happy with that. Of course, Majora comes out, goes for the follow me again, so it's keeping that Incineroar out of reach for Greninja as he has to use the Water Shuriken onto Majora there. Good damage on the field right now. Drapion's looking a little bit weak, but we're going to go for and finally hit that Water Shuriken on Incineroar, and as you can see, just my luck, it lives on 1 HP. Flare Blitz now on the Greninja by the Incineroar, but that of course takes it out. My Drapion goes down in the process. And it's time for one of the all-time greats to be coming out here, which is Honchkrow. Wow, what a mon it's been in my playthrough. Definitely be one that I remember. So Honchkrow comes in here and he just goes straight for the Night Slash onto Gengar, who actually turns out to be Missing No's favourite Pokemon, as we found out earlier. Luckily, the Ogerpon goes down there to Greninja's Water Shurikens, but as a result of that, Greninja gets taken out by the Gengar. Incineroar comes in to replace him, and we've got a 1 HP Gengar on the right hand side here, so Incineroar is going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp onto the Cyclizar here because I knew it was going to Mega Evolve into Koraidon. Will-O-Wisp actually gets put onto Honchkrow here, which is a bit of a nightmare, but we take the Gengar down nonetheless. Incineroar there restoring a tiny little bit of health, and we go for the dual wing beat onto the Koraidon. Of course, Incineroar gets taken out, and you look at this for a dogfight, boys. This is where we really got down to crunch time. But luckily, due to Honchkrow's crits, finally, after a long and difficult battle, that is Missing No just about taken out. He went, of course, you guys know, he went into a bit of depth during the interview, and wow, what a team. A lot of more exciting teams like that to come from Missing No here.
Definitely.
But Spooks, how did you get on against Missing No?
I don't think there's any point putting my gameplay up because I didn't even record it. Well, I would say that I would record it, and I did record it, but for some reason that none of my storage wanted to go over to iCloud, and I'm just recording over the hardback of iPad. So it's one of those ones where I could explain it, but it wouldn't really be worth it of explaining it, because you can't see the gameplay. But all I could say is, man's a joke, man, isn't it? Like, you know, his team is ridiculous. Like, all I can say is that his team is ridiculous. I reset and reset and reset, and the boys have been going at me. I've been going at them about, why isn't this saving? Why can't I screen record? Why is it telling me that my memory's all this gig? bite up when I'm paying for over 200 on the bloody iCloud, and that, do you know what I mean? And it's one of those ones where it's just, it would be so bitty. But all I could tell for anyone that's playing Pokemon Lazarus, that is, missing No's no joke, bro. Like, that's why his name's called No at the end of it. Like, it's no joke. That's what it is. Like, there's no missing joke. There's no missing storyline. It's whatever. When you become him, like, don't get me wrong, like, with myself, Nemo created the game, but it was just like, Missing Gnome was the final boss. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He was the final boss. So, that Kyogre and that Togekiss, the Togekiss was follow me set up, and the Kyogre that had basically every move in the world that would damage my whole team. It was just like, you know, especially with me with the toughest spin wheel. Even though that we weren't doing that, I based my team around that, and I had the toughest on that. It was one of those ones. It was one of those ones where I was just like, I've got to restart and restart and restart. So yeah, to the point where I restarted and I screen recorded so much, it was just like, you've got no memory anymore, big man. So yeah, it's another failed thing by me, but we move. I spoke to Mr. Known. I told him about it. He laughed. I cried. That's all I got to say. That's all I've got to say. He laughed and I cried. And I did ask him in the when we spoke earlier, and I said, "Did anyone annoy you on that day, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, did you just have a bad day or something?" And like, you know, later on the podcast, he said, like, you know, I think I just had like, you know, like, oh, I just had a like bad day or something, and I was just like, yeah, well, I could tell, innit? I can tell.
Yeah, that is a hell of a battle, man. That was a hell of a battle.
It was one of those ones.
We pulled through.
Yeah, man, we pulled through, and it was a really depressing time for me, as I'm not, as you know, like Spooks is myself. We're quite energetic and everything, but that's something that you know you have nightmares about as a kid. You know what I mean? And you're not really going to talk about it. Like, that's something I'm going to cuddle up to my missus to at night, and she's going to stroke my top of my head and say everything's all right, and I'm going to say it's not all right. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. So yeah, big up to Mr. No for giving a grown man nightmares of another man, isn't it? That's all I can say, innit? My kids are comforting me after that battle.
Yeah.
I'm not. The kids are not saying, "Dad, can I sleep in your bed tonight?" I'm saying to the kids, "You man, budge up." You man, budge up, innit? And
well,
yeah, so yeah, that was my battle.
Yeah. Well, I think that brings us nicely to the end there of Pokemon Lazarus. That really is the end. Obviously, this is the post game content. This is, and as you say, Mr. No mentioned it earlier. You know, that's something they're going to work on in the future. But at the moment, this is what we've got, and for now, that is our time with Lazarus done. So you know, our review's already out there on Lazarus, but I think I'd just like to share my appreciation again to Nemo and all the team involved in making the game. You know, we know a lot of hard work goes into making these games, and so yeah, just from myself, thank you again, and thank you to everybody that's been listening to this, because we've had an absolute blast making this, and we'll be back even stronger with our next series, as we revealed earlier, Emerald Sea Glass. But yeah, that's it from me. If you guys want to add anything else on.
Yeah, for me, basically just sort of echo what Rushy said there. It's been an absolute roller coaster, Lazarus, and it is our first series. It's our first completed series now, and you guys are going to see a lot more of those in the future. Again, big shout out to Missing No for coming on. Wow, what
Definitely.
a guy. And we look forward to working with all of the people that we mentioned in the interview earlier. We've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline, even more than we had in the pipeline when we kept saying we had stuff in the pipeline. This pipe is full right now.
The pipeline
Do you know what I mean?
jam-packed, It's jam packed.
Yeah,
you know the big mushrooms from Mario. There's one of them in there, right?
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, it's stuck in
Definitely.
there, but yeah, we're gonna carry on producing some content
Definitely.
for you guys and carry on building this community and getting people together to help each other and really get involved in this little niche community of the ROM hack world that we have.
Yeah.
Obviously, one last thing from me is thank you so much to Nemo and the team as well. But yeah, so Spooks, do you want to sign off?
So yeah, the only thing I want to say, well, the only couple of things I want to say is that I think that we can all agree that Pokemon Lazarus is gonna hold a special place in our hearts. It is that first one. It is that last. It is the first and not the last. I should say. I was going to say the last one, but it's it is the last one in my eyes. Where like even though that we're going to play more ROM hacks, it's that sentimental last one. Do you know what I mean? It's something that all of us boys sat here and it was just a thought and I think I could say in 2026, even being old or young, it's a thought that everyone can resonate. It's a thought that made it out of the group chat. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's that thought that made it out of the group chat and it's actually became real. And we're all sitting here proud of ourselves, but it's always going to be that, oh, you remember when we done Pokemon Lazarus? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember when we done this? But you know how it is from me is that follow us on all the socials. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. Please join our Discord because we would love to hear the feedback from all of you. And like I said, in all the episodes, if you don't have that, ask your mum, ask your brother, ask your sister, ask your dad, ask your nan, ask your uncle, or you can ask me and cousin Oscar. That's completely fine. We can be your cousins for a day. We can make that rhyme.
Trust.
And we've got the time. So you just lock in with us and we make everything fine. So no, but yeah, honestly, guys, thank you so much. We're signing out right now, and all I can say is, I guess we're gonna see you on the next cast. We're gonna see you on the next game.